already. Here we go. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. You're Ilana.
I've forgotten. It's been such a long time. You're Sean. That's right.
Together we are the Down Under
Down Under
Cruises.
Cruises.
Welcome
G'day.
aboard.
Wow.
Nice to have you here. Yes, it has been.
The last time that we've done a Saturday Arvo Friday night show.
Well, it's been a while. It has been a while because I've been away working, and
And I've been busy.
I have a brief reprieve. Yeah, brief reprieve. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So, first of all, in the chat, just say g'day to Nick. My brother just had a baby boy with his wife this afternoon. I'm an uncle again. This is the fourth. Now, wait a minute, Nick. Hang on. I need to clarify something here. Did Nick's brother have the baby or Nick's brother's wife?
Well, that would be a first.
That would be. Megs is coming in and saying g'day, folks. Meg, while you're here, quick question. Is there a schedule for the cruise-a-thon?
Yes.
And where is it?
We would like to know, please.
Hey, we made the start. Good on you, Daniel. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here.
Thanks for joining us.
Well, here's a face I ain't seen much. Happy anniversary, Nancy. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you guys here.
Hello.
Daniel is giving us the hearts and all that sort of stuff. And Nancy is saying, you look fabulous.
Thank you. I'm loving my short hair.
Yeah, I'm loving it too.
And Nancy, yours is getting longer.
Yeah, I'm loving your short hair too. You know that.
I know.
Because, yeah, I'll leave it at that. G'day,
Danny.
G'day, what did you say her name was again?
Danny.
Oh, Danny. G'day, Danny. How you going?
How are you doing, Danny?
Danny, the super supporter. What can I say? Always. Nancy is saying thank you. Sorry, I haven't been trying to stay away. It's just time with work right now.
We understand.
Nancy. You know what?
We've not been spending much time either because usually it's during our work time anyway.
Yeah,
Everyone's
absolutely.
Live stream, so it's very difficult. But we've been working 6 to 7 days a week at the moment, so it's just been exhausting.
Oh, Nancy, you're talking dirty now. But I like it.
Down.
Where's that ear?
They will swallow a few earrings along the way if that was the case.
Oh, there it is. Thank you very much, Meg.
Thanks, Meg.
Thank you very much. So, for those that are into the chat and not understanding, I've been away to this place called Woomera, which is the real outback that Amy doesn't like to hear.
And it's a really interesting place, actually, Woomera. Yeah. I have not been there. In fact, I'm going. I'm looking very excited because in 2 weeks' time, I'm going to South Australia for the first time.
Yeah, we're off to Adelaide.
So I'll be joining Sean. Sean will be off first, and then I'm going to join him.
Yep.
So I'm really looking forward to it.
Now, Woomera has a bit of history to it.
I'm going to have a look at the history of Woomera, actually.
Well, then you'll tell everybody. And then a little later on,
everyone else will go. There's not much there anyway.
I've actually got a bit of a video that I took. I will be putting out a full-length video on it, but I did take some video earlier on.
Such a village.
It is. Danny is saying, hey, beautiful Ilana, and Don, I forgot his name. I just saw him earlier. He's crazy. He starts trouble. Yeah, it's short. Thank you, Danny. Nancy saying, hi there, Nancy Fields. Meg is saying, g'day, Danny. G'day, Daniel Fields. Not a good answer. Just a couple of days going on there.
Can we just say, Nancy and Daniel and Nancy and Anthony, group cruise.
Yeah.
Out of
Sydney.
January the 2nd, 2025 on the Celebrity Edge.
Yeah, you've got to be there.
in Sydney.
Yeah. You've got to be there.
Think about it.
We are expecting everybody to come in before the 31st of December 2024. We watch the fireworks together. You've got to be there for the Sydney fireworks. It is absolutely unbelievable. Brilliant. And then 2 days later, we're on the Celebrity Edge to the South Pacific.
14 beautiful
14
days.
glorious days.
Fiji, Vanuatu, New
Caledonia.
Caledonia. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Bula, bula.
Yeah, bula. And even more to the point, hang on a sec, I've got to read this. Even if you want to participate in Now Begins for Cruising, Cruisathon in July the 6th to the 9th, email Meg at megsfunTime22@gmail.com or Crystal at DestinationsDelight96@gmail.com.
Can we just say we have sent 5 people so far.
Yep.
On cruises, thanks to Helping Hands for Cruising, and we can't be done without your support.
Absolutely.
So we're looking for more.
G'day, Paul. I was waiting to see where you were, mate. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Why, hello, Megs and Cheese. Now, by the way, folks, the cruise that we're doing on the 2nd of January. When we actually go into Fiji, Ilana has organized or is organizing a special excursion for the group to go and see places where she grew up.
It'll be not just interesting for me, but it'll give you a tourist server anyway.
Yep.
And we go to a village and drink some kava and do a bit of dancing. And if we're up to it, we can go to the waterfalls.
Daniel is saying this is a Friday night here in California, so it's sometimes the hardest show to make, but when home, we love the show. So thank you so much. We really appreciate that. We really appreciate it. And we,
Friday
you know
night,
what?
People go out on Friday night.
That's correct. And we accept anybody who comes in. I mean, look, I'm here.
We're happy for you to pop in and say hi and go and do what you need
That's
to do.
right.
We appreciate it.
That's right. At the end of the day, folks, we are looking to build 2 channels, both ours, but more importantly, the Helping Hands for Cruising, because we want that channel to be self-sufficient so that we can get bucket loads of people on board cruise ships.
And we know how much joy it brings to you all going cruising, and we know what a change it's made to the people who have already been our recipients.
Now, here goes. Daniel is saying if our NCL Joy doesn't work out for New Year's 2024-25, we may look at this.
Fantastic.
Well, let me say it hasn't worked out, so you need to come down under. I mean, just look at what's behind me. Or behind us,
you won't get to see that, though.
No, you won't.
The ship would definitely be going the wrong way and on land. If
Correct.
That's the case. But,
correct.
That is such a. Can I just say that picture is just so typical Australia.
It is.
With the red.
It is. And you know what's funny is the red equals the red on the ground.
Yeah, the red earth, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same.
Nancy?
Yes, come on down.
It does.
You know what, Nancy? You just got to have a dirty weekend with you and Anthony, and 2 weeks with you and Anthony. And you know what? You guys are going to have an absolute ball down here. Absolute. And besides that, you need to teach some of us how to swallow those syringe things. Yeah.
Now we know it's a long way to come. That's why it's a long cruise. Too.
Yep, that's correct.
With your while, and you come earlier and you stay a bit later.
Danny has said that she saved it in her notes, ready for us. Awesome. Amy, welcome aboard, Amy. Nice to have you here. Daniel is going #dirty weekend. Absolutely, but it's not a weekend. It's a dirty 14 days.
Fortnight, yes.
Yeah. Danny, hey, Amy. All right, now, so.
Amy.
Yeah, Amy.
Outback.
Yeah. Now, wait a minute, Amy. I'm gonna go to this state now because Amy has actually come on in. I'm gonna bring this up. I created a little video of where we were and what we were doing.
Can I just read about Woomera first?
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Woomera is officially or unofficially a village. And Woomera village refers to the domestic area of the RAAF base Woomera. So it's actually an Air Force base.
Mm-hmm.
Woomera village has always been a defence-owned and operated facility. The village is located on the traditional lands of the Kokatha people in the far north region of South Australia. It is on Commonwealth-owned land. The village is approximately 446 kilometres north of Adelaide. I didn't realise it was as far away.
Yeah, it's that far. It's almost up near the border.
And it actually was an aerospace systems testing range. So the Americans were there testing some missiles and rockets as well.
As well as the Brits.
And I think the Brits as well, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's...
And funnily enough, the hotel I was staying at, they've got 2 sets of PowerPoints, Australian and
American.
You bet. Anyway, let's have a look at the video, and then yeah, we'll have a bit of a chat about it. That was a view. Waking up to that. Yeah, it is. And where I was from where we photos down on the road, and the actual mine site was another 25 kilometers. It's absolutely stunning. This is winter. Yes, folks, come and see our history. You've got to come down under. Wow, wow, wow. It was absolutely stunning. What can I say? Okay, now where are we? Nancy is saying I would make extra Jelly-O syringe shots for you.
We would love
Come on,
it.
we'd love it. Come on, you come on down.
Especially for that.
Yeah.
Please do.
Yeah. Yeah. A couple of people saying g'day. I'm not going to read them out.
Crystal. G'day, Crystal.
Don't jump ahead. Are you having fun at the baseball game anyway? Oh, you did. You saw her. So maybe I didn't jump ahead. Where are we? Okay, a couple of people saying g'day. Amy is saying I am. Oh, there we go. There's Crystal. G'day, Crystal. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. That's good, Amy. Okay. There, Danny's saying g'day. It's Crystal. I'm not going to try and read this because we just...
Can I just go back to the cruisathon? Because
Yes.
I'm going to put out a request to people for to come and join us.
Definitely.
Because we're going to be playing a game.
We are?
It's our version of Celebrity Heads.
Oh, yes.
So we're looking for people to come and join us. So if you would like to join, come up on screen and join us for a sort of a version of Celebrity Heads. Can you please message myself or Sean? Obviously, we can't put the name on top of your heads because you will see it. But it will be in categories like famous landmarks, famous people, maybe a country, sort of a bit more general knowledge-y. And you have to ask questions to guess who or what you are.
Nick is saying to Ilana, my flight down under is booked May the 24th, 2024 from Vancouver to Brisbane. He's riding the GAN round trip from Darwin to Adelaide and then the Indian Pacific round trip, Sydney to Perth.
Now, I just watched someone else's trip on, which one was it? I think it was the Indian Pacific, a Japanese Kuga, K-U-G-A, has just done the trip.
Thank you, Daniel.
Nick, if you're interested, have a look at that one.
But that's awesome. Round trip as well. He's definitely going to be exploring all of the Australian outback while he's down under. Yeah, you will. You'll be able to take some shots and enjoy what I've seen there. Daniel's saying to Nancy, got to make them local. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
G'day.
G'day.
How you going, guys? Just loved your last feed on the Royal. Was it the Royal?
Yes, we're always enjoying your food.
Yeah.
Food.
Man.
You know what?
Your
reviews.
We were having a discussion, and we actually thought that when you were on Holland America, you actually were a bit more excited about the food. But when you go back to Princess, you're comparing all the time. So you're testing whether this was better than that was. Whereas Holland America, you were just excited to try the food. So we're enjoying your show.
Actually, we noticed that the desserts on Princess had changed. Like one
They
dish
have.
was different to the other because you tried also
The Love Boat.
the love. Yes,
The Love Boat has totally changed.
yeah, it was look. Yeah,
I was so looking
was
forward
very
to my
different.
chocolate hit, and I didn't get it.
Oh.
Danny says she'll be there in the chat, which is awesome. Paul is saying good day. Daniel, Nick, how much was that flight? That's going to be an interesting one. We were told by the chief of Qantas that flights are coming down.
Oh, because they just did the longest flight, Sydney to New York, didn't they? Just the other day on the A350.
$1,400 USD. That is cheap.
That's not bad at all.
That is cheap. I think we went over there.
For our point of view, that's very, very reasonable.
I think we went over at the wrong time.
Yeah.
To be honest.
And that was a relatively cheaper flight, actually, the Air New Zealand one that we took.
It was. And what they were also saying was the fact that planes are now coming back and pilots are being retrained back to currency makes a huge difference.
And they'll get back up to regular.
G'day, Scrose. How you going,
G'day,
buddy?
g'day.
Nice to have you on board. Hopefully you'll be here for January the 2nd, 2025. Not to knock anything. That's
so
just
we expect to see people, that's all. Oh, you're welcome.
Oh, no, it's a pleasure.
You're welcome.
Don, it's a real pleasure. I mean,
we always try and guess.
Yeah.
We have a little game. We guess what your reaction is going to be.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
We enjoy it. Yeah, we have fun.
Najuma, welcome aboard.
Najuma,
How are you? Nice to have you here. A couple of people saying good day. Nancy is saying, speaking of food, Carnival's changing the MDR menu. Hopefully it won't decline in quality. Yeah. And we find that with Princess, they did that too. Again, I think it relates to the training the staff have got. You know, new staff with that 2-year hold-off break. You know, it just created a whole change in things, I believe.
There does seem to be an issue, though, with food coming out not really very hot.
Yeah,
it seems to be across the board at the moment, coming out of the kitchens.
Yeah, but you know what? At the end of the day, we're cruising, right?
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it. We really shouldn't be complaining.
No, we're back cruising.
Just say thank you.
Yeah,
that we are able to do that.
Scrose is not going to promise anything, but it's January 25. January 2025, Scrose. So you got an extra 12 months. So come on down, buddy. Nick is asking, do you have a preference between Qantas or Virgin Australia? I'm keeping my eye out for flights I need to book in Australia, as my flights to the trains Brisbane to Darwin and then Darwin to Sydney. To be honest with you, Qantas and Virgin both do the major areas of the city of the country, but there are a couple of other little airlines that are sprung up.
There's Rex, which is a regional airline,
and Rex has really got good
excellent
vibes.
Reviews. We're trying Rex for the first time.
Yep.
In the next couple of weeks, but they do shorter. I think they do more outbacky, shorter routes, I think.
Yeah, they do. And then there's also Bonza, which does a lot of the outback
too. Bonza. Yeah, New, we've got a new one called Bonza. Bonza, mate.
It's a real Bonza, mate. Yeah. Daniel is saying, we love the food on Princess and NCL and Royal Caribbean. Carnival needs to step up, but some pay places on Carnival are great. Seafood Shack, every plate can serve too. You know what, Daniel? When we were on the Horizon, we absolutely adored our meals at the Fahrenheit 555. The MDR we found quite average. So anytime we paid extra for a meal, the meal was absolutely awesome. But anytime we were in the MDR, it was kind of average. So there we go.
Good day,
well, if it isn't the old Philly man from here in Melbourne. How are you going, Mr. Philip?
Oh,
There is a building with 3 floors. First floor is always a lawyer's office. Second floor is a dentist, and third floor is the prostitute. Which button gets pushed the most? The lawyers. Ryan,
Ryan.
Hi everyone. G'day, Ryan. Nice to have you here, buddy. Ooh, 2025. I will give it serious thought. Come on down, buddy. Come on down. The up button. Yeah.
Speak to Crystal, by the way. Sorry, those of you in the States, speak to Crystal.
From Destinations Delight. It's Destination Delight 96 at Gmail. Is it 96 or 69? Can't figure out which. Daniel Fields, hashtag OUTBACKY. Yeah, well, here's one. Yeah. Just coming down and enjoy. It's going to be a bucket load of fun. I'm really starting to consider that 2025. Daniel, do it. I mean, look, as I said, picture the scenario. You come on into Sydney a little bit before. We organise some space where we can catch up with the fireworks off the Sydney Harbour Bridge. And really, when you're in the harbour space and you've got that fireworks going on around you, the whole area becomes engulfed in the fireworks. It's absolutely unbelievable. And then,
sorry, just thinking, if perchance the hotel is in the rocks,
yeah,
we may have a
rooftop view
where we don't have to battle the crowds.
And
like that place that we stayed in
here in
Sydney recently,
when
we got off the Grand Princess.
Correct.
That had a rooftop view, but there's a pool there.
Correct.
So we could
possibly, yes, absolutely. And then 2 days later, so we have a day to recover. Then 2 days later, we're on the Celebrity Edge.
And that's just a walk down.
And that's just a walk down from the rocks onto the ship. And then once we're on the ship, it's 15 days, 14 nights off to the South Pacific, somewhere where a lot of you folks haven't had the opportunity to experience. So come on down.
We're really looking forward to trying Celebrity.
Yes,
excited about
absolutely. Philip is saying, did a hard workout this morning, lots of squats, your tushy hurts.
No. Good on you.
Yeah, well, that's
It'll
cool.
Pay off having a sore tushy.
Okay.
In the end.
Danny is correcting me. Email destinationdelight96 at gmail.com if you want to go on Sean and Ilana's cruise 2025 or Kenny's and Crystal. It should be Crystal's cruise November 2023.
Yes, also a good cruise happening. And if you're interested from our end, Philip, you come and speak to me and I will get in touch with our agent who is handling our bookings.
Philip.
Do you want to come on Celebrity Edge?
Mate, you keep threatening that you do lots of cruises. Well, come on. Get on this one with us. January 2, 2025. P.S. My weight now starts with 94, not a 101. That's awesome. And pants keep falling off if I don't use my belt. That's even more awesome, my friend. Daniel Fields would love the South Pacific. You would absolutely, you'd adore it.
It really is stunning.
Because the ship leaves Sydney. It's a two-day sail, goes into Noumea. Then from Noumea, which is New Caledonia, it then does a sail from Noumea, and I believe it goes into Fiji. So I believe it goes into Suva. I could be wrong. Ilana will check the itinerary, but I know that you'll start within the South Pacific, and it'll be absolutely amazing. Stream Elements is saying, we'd like to thank all of you who donated to Helping Hands for Cruising. Please continue to give so that we can have more recipients joining us on our next cruise.
Absolutely.
Yep. Talking about that, we're looking at our next Helping Hands for Cruising group cruise is actually FatMat here. And Crystal's Destination Delight group cruise in 147 days. Then we've got Amy's group cruise, which is also Helping Hands for Cruising, and that's in 491 days on the Carnival Breeze. And then Us, the Ducks, in 567 days.
Yes, so quite a lot happening. So
And
we'd
then-
love to see a recipient on each of those.
And then also Ocean to Ocean have put on a group cruise in 729 days. And that one is going from Seattle to Alaska. So that's going to be a huge opportunity.
So if you know, also have got someone in mind as a recipient, please put together a video introducing yourself, introducing the person, and you send it to us via Messenger, please. And we take it to the board.
Yep. It's either us or Meg or Crystal.
Crystal, yes, via Messenger, please.
Yep. Nick is saying before he leaves North America for Australia next year, he's going to take his parents with him on the longest train ride in the free world. It's called the Canadian and takes 98 hours to go from Toronto to Vancouver. Then we'll send him back to America on the train before he catches his flight across the Pacific. It will be about a 15-hour flight. Now, Nick, let me clarify something to you. The Indian Pacific, I reckon, would be a longer flight there, a longer train ride than the Canadian, because the Canadian one only goes from this much on the map, whereas the Indian Pacific goes, see, you can't even see my other hand, this much on the map. So there you go.
I'm trying to work out how to read this app here, my celebrity app. We've got day one at the moment, Sydney. Okay.
Danny is saying Helping Hands site to nominate someone is Helping Hands for Cruising with the number 4.org. Helping Hands for Cruising. Quick question: does Fiji still have headhunters? Is Ilana's tour a lunch tour?
Yes, you'll be in the pot. You'll be people soup.
Philip, they do have headhunters. That depends on whether you're looking for a new job or not. Okay, I'll shut up.
It's Mystery Island in Vanuatu that has the big cannibal pot, actually.
Yep. They do. Okay. So
I'd love to see people try and carver. That'd be fun.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Woohoo! Mala, mala, mala.
Yep. Nick is saying the Indian Pacific is actually a little bit shorter than the Canadian, but not by much. I'll be taking 3 of the top 6 longest passenger train rides on the same trip. Funnily enough, the trip from Adelaide to Darwin is shorter than the trip from Darwin to Adelaide on the GAN.
How does that work?
I don't know, but you look at the documentation, and it's a longer trip coming back. It takes an extra day.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep. So what else do we know about Woomera?
Got no idea. I've not been there.
So the place I was at was called Arkuna Station, and on Arkuna Station they are doing a mining exploration there. It's right next to another mine called Olympic Dam, which is in a place called Roxby Downs. And the good news is they were doing some exploratory drilling at this location where I was at. So it gave me a good opportunity to actually see what these miners have to go through. And you can imagine some of them are in the most remotest area. They reckon there's a bucket load of copper there, which is what they're mining.
Wow. Nick, yes, is going to Cooper PD. Yep. That's an old mining a mining town.
Yeah, Cooper PD. Yep. Yeah, it's
that's where you're stopping there. Yep.
When you do the spelling, take the A out of PD. It's PEDY.
Is it Cooper or Cooper? I think it's Cooper PD.
Was it?
I'll just double check. Yep.
Cooper PD.
Cooper, not Cooper.
we'll check it up for you. Cooper Pedy is quite an awesome place because you have a look, and a lot of people, what they've done is they've started to dig their mines out of the rock, and I believe the rock is actually quite soft.
Yep.
But what
Cooper,
COOBA,
COOBER, Cooper Pedy, PEDY, Pedy.
And so what they do is when they dig out their mine area, they look for their opals, whatever, and then the hole in the ground, they actually turn it into a residence. And some of those homes are quite amazing. And if you actually needed to extend a room or something, you just dig some more and look for some more opal.
It's the opal capital of the world.
It is.
Yeah, it's renowned for its below-ground dwellings called dugouts. Yep, everyone lives underground because of the heat.
Yep. Well, it can get to in excess of 150 degrees Fahrenheit there. It's right in the center. Right in the center. So, yep, Australia has some very nice things to it. Some huge variation. You'll go from green on one side in through to this red in the middle, and then back to greenery on the edge.
And the Alps as well, which has got snow on it now because we're in winter. Yeah.
Don't talk to me about winter. It's bloody
more snow
freezing.
than Switzerland. Australia, the Alps have more snow than Switzerland. Can you believe it?
Really?
Yes. That's what they say.
Who told them that lie?
Huh?
It's freaking freezing. Wait a minute, it's 14 now.
It's
feels
freezing,
like 13.
Then is the snow.
Yeah.
It was the King's birthday weekend last week, so that was the start of the snow season, ski season. People don't think
I still can't get used to
Australia, but
I still can't get used to calling it the King's weekend.
I know, it's sort of strange.
After having
King's
96
birthday,
years
Queen's
of the
birthday.
Queen's birthday.
Yeah. Sean's got a bit of a cold at the moment.
Well, actually, it's a warm.
It's a warm.
Yeah. No, well, yeah, okay. So, yes, so Outback. So now where I went to was actually Outback, South Australia, which is right in the middle, which is where Arthur comes from. He comes from Adelaide, and hopefully we'll catch up with Arthur in
Adelaide
in 2 weeks.
Yep. Well, I said that we'll make contact with him possibly next week and organise something.
Philip learned today that there is more gold under Melbourne than there ever was at Bendigo, but because many years ago there was a volcano which covered the gold with basalt, it is too hard to drill through.
Wouldn't be surprised, actually. Do you know Melbourne was one of the richest cities in the world at one stage during the gold rush? Then there's gold, and then there are pills.
Well, we'll have to teach them. South Africans
let's grab a teaspoon and start digging.
Yeah, that's right. We'll have to teach the South Africans. Will have to teach the Melbourneites, the Johannesburgers. Will have to teach the Melbourneites how to dig for gold.
Well, you can teach us then, since you're a Johannesburgite or a Joburgian. What do you call yourselves?
Australian. Yeah. Oh, well.
Can I just say congratulations to your sister?
Yes.
For running. This is amazing. Sean's sister is a marathon runner. And she went over to, do you want to explain?
Yeah, she went over to a place called Durban, where they run a race called the Comrades Marathon. Now, the Comrades Marathon is a 90-kilometer race, 90. It's an ultra marathon. And so she ran the marathon. They give them a little over 12 hours to complete the marathon. And she did it within the time. So I'm actually quite proud of her, but she's still sick anyway. Anybody who does these marathon things is totally sick. But she did it anyway.
Incredible.
So if any of you are marathon runners, I think you're sick, but that's okay. I'm proud of you anyway.
Good on you, Jackie.
Yep. Danny is saying if you want to get any of the Helping Hands for Cruising merch there, here's the direct link. Helping Hands for Cruising, my spread shop The hoodies are so comfy.
Yeah, thank you, Danny.
Thank
We
you,
know that
Danny.
you've
We
been,
really appreciate
supporting
that.
it. Thank
Yep.
you.
Yeah.
They are
Danny's,
comfy.
Danny was the first one to buy the hoodie and then immediately send us a photo of her wearing it. So that was absolutely exciting.
Well, we love the t-shirts.
We do.
Actually.
T-shirts and the hoodies, and yeah,
we need to get a hoodie now that the weather's got colder.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Okay.
I think I'll get one.
Yeah, you get one.
I will.
Please.
I'll model it.
Hurry up and get one.
All right.
Get one. Okay, shut up, Sean. Yes, so what can we say, folks? You need to come down, experience the Australian life, the Australian culture, agriculture, and have a look at what the world around looks like. You know, it's not just Miami to the Bahamas or the Caribbean. It's Sydney to
different
Melbourne.
world out there on this side of the planet.
That's it. And we actually do speak English, and
we love showing our amazing country to everybody.
Yeah,
We're very proud of it, and we love it.
We do,
and we think it's God's
gift to Earth. Yep. Nick is saying that his flight is with Air Canada was just under $2,000, 1925.86 Canadian, 14.55 American, 21 nearly 2,200 Australian, which is actually quite reasonable. And that's to give the exact amount. That's actually quite fantastic.
So where you fly from? Where would you fly from, and to where do you arrive in Oz, Nick?
Brisbane.
You arrive in Brizzy, okay.
And then from Brizzy, he'll do a local whatever. Okay, so what's the temperature in January?
Okay.
Guys, we're into summer in January, so you can get temperatures anywhere from 80 upwards.
Yeah, Sydney's very temperate. It's pretty stable.
About 35.
It can get up to 30. Yeah, you'd be about 28 to, I'd say 32 on a...
No, actually,
28
Sydney
Celsius.
gets warmer than us.
Yeah, but I'm talking about as a general rule.
Yeah.
Because Melbourne is we fluctuate.
Yep.
We can be in
Change
summer,
your mind in the weather.
We can be 18 Celsius one day in summer and then 40 the next day.
Yep.
So Sydney is a bit more stable.
Yeah.
I'm just as an average, I'd say about 28 to 33.
You're looking
degrees.
You're looking at
the
roughly
high 90s in the 90s.
I'd agree with that. And so the good news is,
and the South Pacific will be warm, it'll be humid, because it's the wet season in summer.
Yep.
Which means that it's humid.
Yes,
Might
Meg.
be a little bit of drizzle.
Budgie smuggler weather, yeah, absolutely. And not only is it budgie smuggler weather, but it's also see-through bikini weather.
Oh dear.
Yep.
Have to get that started.
Which?
Get sorted out. Well, both. Budgies
my budgie smuggler and your see-through bikini. Yeah. Yeah. Nobody would actually find my budgie smugglers.
No, they're hiding somewhere, are they?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Underneath my I was going to say underneath my stomach, but that's besides the point. Danny's having a good old giggle there, as anyone would. Yeah. So, flying into Brizzy will be interesting, because Brisbane is our third largest city. That's where some of the cruise ships are leaving out of as well. They've built a brand new
terminal
cruise terminal there, which was brand new 2 days before the pandemic hit. So it's been brand new for 2 years.
Now, Nancy's pricked her ears up at see-through bikinis.
Yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. Nick is saying something he's really looking forward to is having the meals on the side of the train at sunset. Yes, that's going to be absolutely exquisite, because you'll get to see the stars come out. You can almost touch them.
I've just had the meals on the trains look amazing. They're
Yep.
so beautiful.
Meg's going, oh dear. Um,
Is that at the bungee
well,
smugglers?
what is that about see-through bikinis?
Yes,
Nancy
see-through
thinks,
see-through bikinis on the Lido deck, Nancy.
yeah, that's right. Um, I think I've missed something. Well, you know what, Nancy? What's it? Wait a minute. Hang on. Hashtags so naughty. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Nancy, I don't call you naughty Nancy for nothing, right? Um, Daddy, you were saying that would be a oh my if Sean was wearing that.
Look away now.
Yeah. Well, the truth is this. Um, you just
Yes.
you just have so much fun on the Lido, and as you guys know, a group cruise is always awesome. It's always fun to meet up with people and have fun, and it's always exciting to meet new people and learn from their different cultures and backgrounds. And those syringe jellos are going to be quite nice to take down. Nick is saying from the videos that he's seen from the train, it looks like people eat kangaroos. Is that typical of the normal Australian diet?
It's becoming typical. Kangaroo meat is actually very lean and very good for you.
It's very healthy.
And it's actually very tasty.
Yep.
It's a bit like, it's gamey. It's quite a strong, like a venison.
I will, of course, be ending my trip next year in Sydney. When we get closer, we will definitely see about me dropping down to Melbourne before I fly back to North America. That'd be awesome.
Or if possible, if it's, you never know, we can pop up to Sydney.
Guess who's just popped in?
Blaine.
Or is it Mallory? Now, Blaine and Mallory have experienced a cruise with us, so they'll be coming down in January of 2025 for the group cruise. I know they will be.
Yes, they are.
Yep, that's right. Nancy is saying my bikinis are definitely not see-through, thankfully. But I've seen a thing or two on the Lido, that's for sure.
I'm sure you have.
Absolutely. Hey, Blaine. Hey, Meg. Hey, Blaine. Hey, Nancy.
Especially on that vloggers extravaganza.
Oh,
that looked like full on.
That was full on. Yeah. But then you know what? You know what's interesting? We never lose Nancy. Whenever you looked at the bloggers, you could always find Nancy.
Oh, she knows how to have a good time. I have
exactly, and that's what it's all about.
Yep. Always.
I'm certainly looking forward to the fact that when Nancy comes on our group cruise, that she will not injure herself in any way.
Touch wood.
Yep. And that she'll be able to go home safe and sound.
Yep.
So that she can be on another group cruise somewhere else. Yo, Blaine. Yo, Danny. Nancy. Laugh out loud. I do have fun. You do. You certainly do. And it's awesome to see.
It's great to see people enjoying life.
And many a time when we see you having fun, we think, why aren't we on that cruise? And then when we look at the bank balance, we realize
we know why.
Yeah. So I'm also very loud until I lose my voice. Then I'm not so loud. Well, I didn't want to go down that path.
It's a shame that everyone is so far away from us, isn't it?
That's correct. Meg is saying, I cannot promise I will not injure myself. Well, you won't. Philip is saying, have you got your 100 million ticket for Thursday yet?
Yes, we sure have.
Now, listen, don't tell the Americans, okay? Because if they get in and then they win it, they get the whole 100 million.
Yeah, but they pay tax on it. We don't.
Not ours. No. Nancy, amen, Sean. I've been there, done that with a major injury on board. We know. You made it very public. Blaine, hello from the Atlanta airport at the Renaissance Hotel watching planes. Darian said hello.
Hello, Darian.
Vigets, Darian, how are you? I wanted to make you feel like you are at home and very comfortable with the accent. Thank you very much. Meg, Danny is saying, don't hurt yourself, Meg. And Meg is waving at Blaine. And Meg is, I'm just clumsy. No, you're not. When you were on the now, listen, Meg. When you were on the Carnival Horizon with us, I didn't see you have one injury.
Meg.
Yeah,
That's
Meg.
because she wasn't on the Carnival
That's
Horizon
correct.
with
That's
us.
why I didn't see her have one injury.
Okay.
I know where I'm at.
I sometimes wonder.
Yeah, I know where I'm at. Now Nancy is saying, no, do not injure yourself, Meg. Yeah, that's correct. And I'll second that.
Well, we don't want anyone injuring themselves.
That's correct. Because then what we've got to do is I've got to come in there and treat, and then you haven't seen me do first aid.
No, you haven't.
No, you haven't.
You don't want to.
Yes, I might be good at teaching it, but yeah, no.
No, don't. Hang on.
Let me think about it for a second. Yeah, no.
Yeah, nah. Okay, what is that? Yeah, or is that nah?
No.
No. Okay. It's a very Aussie thing. Yeah, nah.
Oh boy.
No, Meg didn't get injured at the hotel. That's right.
Yeah, no, I didn't get injured. You see, she was there. She just wasn't on. She just wasn't on the floating hotel.
No.
Yeah. Excuse me. Okay, and Meg is also saying Blaine is sneaky. He snuck over to have dinner with Darian, the Lugos, and so
nice,
you were there as well.
Nice.
Okay, Nancy is saying chest compressions are not something you want to have to do, but we will do them if needed. Right, Sean? Absolutely.
Well, yeah.
150,000%.
No hesitation there.
Not only will I do chest compressions, but I will most definitely, if need be, give somebody the breasts as well.
Sean carries a little handbag with him called a defibrillator.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not
always
normal.
He carries a defib with him.
Yep.
All the time.
Well, it's the captain. Sorry, Commodore. Ahoy there, Petty Officer Sean and the lovely mermaid Ilana. Oh, fun travel. Fun to Blaine and Meg. And Blaine is very, very sneaky. He's always sneaky. We knew that. Nancy's going, ahoy there, Captain. So at the end of the day, folks, you got to come down. You got to see this lovely country. Ahoy there, the naughtiest nurse east of the Mississippi. Hang on, I've got to say it right. Mississippi. Wow, Sean has a portable defibrillator.
Yeah.
Now that's. Do you want to get it?
There's the cell or
the cell.
Or the
I haven't got
sign.
the other one. The heart signs in the office.
It's not just a portable one. It's actually
I'll show it to you.
Aussie invention, by the way.
Yeah, it is. Captain is saying g'day to Meg, and then Nancy's having a giggle at the captain. Yes, I do have this is a portable defib. The downside to it is a single use only, but having said that, it is quite an awesome device. Here we go. This is a defib, single use only. This is the real McCoy. It's called Cell AED. It's invented here in Oz, and it's apparently it's manufactured in Taiwan under the Australian rules and regs. And hey, Nancy, if you want to help me out, we'll try and flog a few of them in the US. But this is great. The way it works is, I'm not going to pull this one out because this is my real one, but the way it works, I don't know if you can see, there's a line in the middle there. So it splits in the middle, and then one end goes on one side, the other on the other side, and it does all the work. It's automatic, fully automatic. So it's a great device. There we go. So Nancy's saying now that's dedication. Yeah, that is. I usually walk around with two because I'm abnormal, but I've only got one of those, and the other one's at the office at the moment.
In his little bag. Yep.
Yeah.
It's shocking indeed.
Yeah, it's really shocking. Captain Billy is saying Sean has a portable personal pump. Yep, I can. Yeah, shut up, Sean. Meg, if it saves one, it's worth it. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now that's shocking, literally. Yep, Nancy. Cool pads are right there. AEDRC. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep. And
Yep.
it is awesome. Um, it's just taken off, and right now there is a bit of a wait on getting them out. They've taken off with a great deal of popularity, but we promote it as much we can, as
And the
much as we
price
can.
will come down once they start. Just like with everything new,
Yeah.
will come down a bit.
Nancy's saying, well, if you shock once, you're probably going to have to shock again if someone has a major cardiac event. Absolutely.
Well, by then, hopefully, and you continuing your CPR, the ambos will have arrived, and you'll be in the hands of the paramedics who'll have their monitors and defibs.
The captain is in shock and awe. I didn't know, Billy, that you were an electrician. Okay, shut up, Sean. That's another dad joke. Yes, but statistics here say that about 80% of all people who do get the defib shock, generally one shock works, and then they're off to hospital and get treated differently. So there we go. Nancy's, yes, hopefully they're safely on their way to hospital by then.
Yes.
And then the captain is going, shock, Senora. Yeah, I can't sing. I see this chat is ecstatic. Okay. And Nancy's saying, I get excited about all the medical talk. Thanks, Sean. Yeah. Yeah,
We love it too.
I get excited about it as well, especially with new tools and devices out there. If it can make life easier, getting a casualty to the hospital, then you know what? I'm grateful for it, because the statistics are not good out of hospital. Statistics here say that 1 in 100,000 survive CPR only. But if you get to a casualty within the first minute of them hitting the deck with a defib, you've got a 98% success rate. I'd rather get a defib in the hands of everybody in their houses, whatever, so that in the event, God forbid, they should have to use them, then there we go. It will save a life. So there we go. I mean, to me, the defib is exactly the same as Herr Darien's spaghetti ice to him, The spaghetti. There he is, the spaghetti house king. We get Herr Darien.
Darien.
I was just thinking about you earlier. But there we go. Yeah. G'day, Darien. Hi, is you all there?
To you all there.
Oh, hi to
and
you all.
Hi back to you all there.
Yeah.
I hear there's a bit of a posse there with you.
Party. Scrolls, g'day to Darien, and yeah, I did say spaghetti eyes, but then I didn't notice that you were there, and then I wasn't going to say spaghetti eyes again when you were there. I knew it was going to call you into the chat, but then I'm terribly sorry. I won't say it again. Fresh. G'day, Darien. G'day.
Oh, let's talk of spaghetti ice. I think we need to go down to Port Melbourne.
Yeah, we've got to go down.
We've got to go to Cafe Venezia again. And
we got to get Darien down here to go with us to Cafe Venezia.
I know.
Darien.
And to take Handorf.
Oh, Handorf.
We're in Adelaide.
Yeah.
I wonder how far Handorf is from Adelaide. We have to go there. Do some filming.
I wonder how close it is to Victor.
Darien, Handorf.
Yep, Handorf. We'll see. We'll see how we go. We might have a couple of days too.
We might be able to get there.
Yeah, maybe.
And have a schnitzel.
And
they might have spaghetti ice there.
Maybe correct. We'll have to see.
And a very big Kransky.
A Kransky. Howdy, Nancy. Come on, Darien. You can do better than that. Wie geht's, Herr? Not Herr. Wie geht's, Nancy?
Fraulein.
Meine Deutsch ist nicht so gut. Aber meine accent's much better than my German.
Sure is. Just a drop in and out.
There's no spaghetti ice at the German restaurant here. What kind of a German restaurant is it?
Do they have good schnitzel at least?
Schnitzelgruben. Oh, wrong movie. All right. Well, folks, we're nearly up at the top of the hour. We're going. Hang on a sec.
So just a reminder, please. Helping Hands for Cruisathon.
Yeah.
Please, we need to get some more funds happening to send more people on lovely, lovely cruises.
Nancy is saying she thinks she had a sex change there for a minute.
Oh, Nancy!
Yeah, it was a minute. It was a second, but that's it. We'll remedy that.
Maybe you're just identifying.
No, don't.
Sorry, I'm not going to. Sorry, no, don't go there. Don't go there. No.
Darren is saying, I had the utmost pleasure meeting up with Eddie, Alice, Meg, my son Billy, and Blaine tonight.
Beautiful.
What, you had to meet up with your son? Oh, your son Billy. Sorry. Danny is saying, yo, Darian, and hi to everyone. And it's
lovely. That sounds brilliant.
And oh my, yes, okay. Well, as I say, folks, we're coming up to the hour, and we want to wish you guys an awesome week. We will be doing our live normally on Hump Day.
And we are back next week, aren't we? Yes, we are.
I think we are. I don't know.
I probably won't be joining you. I've got my volunteering next Saturday.
Yep.
It's my week.
Yep.
My duty next Saturday.
Your duty next Saturday. So
Sean will be here.
I'll be running the show.
The following week, folks, however, we will be in Adelaide.
We will be in Adelaide. But please, folks, do not forget the Cruisathon, which is the 6th to the 9th of July.
And if you wish to participate, we would love to see you. Please, would be wonderful. The more people who come and join and have a slot.
Yep.
See Crystal, please, or Meg.
Yep. And Darian is saying that it may do a pop-up live, which would be awesome. Lovely. If you can do it in the name of Helping Hands for Cruising. We do want to get many, many, many more people on board cruise ships. We just need the funds to do it.
Yep.
So there we go. Okay, folks, we'll bid you a farewell. You have a pleasant evening. Thank you for joining us. And
nice to
you know
see
what?
You all.
See you next time.
Have a great week.
Have a great week.
Bye now.
Take it easy.